Hey y'all, what's up? It's Julie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you are new here, like I said, my name is Julie and I really appreciate you deciding to click on one of my videos. And if you are a returning viewer, then I really appreciate you deciding to click on another one of my videos. I know a bunch of FlossTubers are coming out with their end of the year videos, their WIP parades and their finishes and all that good stuff, so there's a lot of videos to choose from and I really appreciate that you clicked on mine. Today I'm going to talk about my 2020 finishes as well as do a WIP parade, so if you want to see that then just keep watching, of course. I did take my Christmas tree down. If you haven't seen my other videos, I had like a pretty white Christmas tree up in the background, and I took it down yesterday because it was in my way when I was trying to clean. And last year I had my Christmas tree up until the middle of February and I didn't want that to happen again, so I went ahead and took it down. And my LED lights in the back are back to being pink. They were on red for Christmas, and before that they were on like an orange color for the fall, but pink is my favorite color, so I'm glad that they are back to pink. Yeah. Also, really randomly, like literally this is so random, but I have had this piercing on my ear for 3 years, and I took it out like a month ago because I was like sleeping and it was bothering me the way I was laying on it, so I took it out in the middle of the night and I just went to put it back in today, and the piercing, like the hole was like closed, so I basically had to like re-pierce my ear with an earring that's like not sharp enough to pierce an ear, and it really hurt. But anyways, you're not here to hear me talk about piercings or my LED lights, so let's just get into the cross stitch. So I have 5 finishes and 18 WIPs, work in progresses, to talk about today. If you are new here, I've only really been cross stitching since the beginning of March this year. I did pick up my first project in September 2019, but I only did a little bit on it and then I didn't pick it back up until the beginning of March this year. So basically all of my finishes and all of my WIPs are pretty much from March 2020 forward. So yeah, okay, let's just get into it. So this is my first ever cross stitch finish. It's a dimensions kit called Flower Mason Jar. It's just from Walmart. I know they have, Dimensions has another kit that has like a bunch of mason jars, but this one is just the one. It's from Walmart, like I said, and it just looks like this. So this is the one that I picked up in September 2019, and I did like this much of it and then put it down again until March 2020. And not all of the stitches are going the same way. They're just, it's really random, and I didn't realize that you're supposed to stitch all of your top stitches going the same way, but honestly, like, you can't really tell unless you're like trying to look at it. So, but here it is. I cut it like right up to the stitches because there was like a stain on the fabric and I didn't realize that you could wash your projects once you were done, so it is literally cut right to the stitches. But it's okay because I found this like clip frame for it to go on and it fits pretty well, so it's fine. But obviously if I was gonna do this again, I probably wouldn't cut it so close to the stitches. So anyways, there's my first finish. And my second finish is also a dimensions kit. It says everything is possible with God, Matthew 19:26. Has like the church and then the pretty flowers. And I finished this one in 3 days. So I started this on May 1st and finished it on May 4th. By the way, all of the dates that I say are 2020 because, like I said, that's when I pretty much started cross stitch. So I'm not gonna keep saying like 2020 at the end of every date because it's all 2020. So anyways, I did this one in 3 days. It was a quick stitch and I really enjoyed it. It was the first time that I did French knots. I don't know if you can even tell, but those purple dots along the flowers are all French knots, and I really actually enjoy doing them. So there's that. And oh, this one is called Everything is Possible by Dimensions, and I got this one from 123 Stitch, and I just finished it in the hoop. It came with this hoop. I think I got this from 123 Stitch. I don't know. But it came with this hoop, so I just finished it in there, and it just hangs on the wall on a nail in my room. So there's that one. And then my third finish of 2020 I actually don't have with me. It was a gift for my boyfriend for his birthday, but I'll insert a picture right here. And it's just baseballs and baseball bats that look like they say XOXO, like hugs and kisses. So he plays baseball, so that's where that came from. And I actually started that one in May. I don't have an exact date, but I finished it on June 12th, which is 2 days before his birthday. So I actually had to frame it myself, which is fine, but yeah, I was cutting it close with that one. And the reason it wouldn't have taken me as long, but I was like procrastinating working on it, putting it off, because the baseballs in there were like really boring to stitch because it was just one color and it was not exciting. But anyways, he has that, so I don't have I don't have it with me. So yeah. The fourth finish can I talk? The fourth finish is a Mill Hill kit, an ornament Mill Hill. It's called Love Stitching, and it's just this little heart, and it has some scissors and some sparkly threads and some skeins of floss and a hoop with like stitching in it. And then it also has this scissor charm at the bottom. And yeah, it just hangs like this. And I think it's really cute, and I really enjoyed. This was the first time that I ever did beads, and I thought that that was really fun, so there's that. And then the fifth finish I also don't have with me because it was a gift from my boyfriend's mom for Christmas. I showed it in my last video, but I did not take a picture of it once it was framed, unfortunately, and I keep forgetting to ask her to send me a picture of it framed. So I don't have an actual picture of it fully finished, but I will just take a screenshot from my last video of what it looked like done. So there's that one. Oh, that one is I'm so out of order. Okay, so not out of order, but I'm just all over the place. I forgot to say this one. I finished in October 2020. I don't have an exact date, but I finished it in October. And then the one I did for my boyfriend's mom, I started that one like in probably May or June, somewhere around there, and then I didn't pick it back up until November, and then I finished it on December 21st. And that one is called 1 Corinthians 13:13, and it was in the Just Simply magazine. Yeah, I don't know what edition because I didn't write it down, but it was in one of the Just Simply magazines, and it's just called 1 Corinthians 13:13. So there's that one. And I keep leaning to the side, and I realize that you can see this pillow back here. It is a picture of One Direction, and I'll just get it. And it's a pillow that I got for Christmas. It's one of those ones where like the sequins change. So when you like put the sequins the other way, it's just like a solid gold. So actually, but you can still see their faces through the gold sequins, but it's supposed to be like solid gold, but you can still see their faces. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that since you can see it in the background when I lean to the side. So that's what that is. Anyways, so that was all of the finishes for 2020. I feel like 5 finishes since March is pretty decent, especially since I also have 18 WIPs to show and some WIPs that I have abandoned. So I'm not going to show the ones that I'm not going to continue with because I didn't pull them out, but there's a couple that I'm not going to continue stitching on because I don't want to. So anyways, before I get into the WIPs, I'm going to talk about, I got 2 needle minders for Christmas from my mom, and they're cute, so I want to show them. The first one is this Treat People with Kindness needle minder. So it says Treat People with Kindness. And this one is from the Etsy shop, or maybe is it from Etsy? I don't know. It says www.cherrychick.biz, but I'm pretty sure she got it off Etsy. I don't know. Here's the card, and it just says treat people with kindness with a rose in the middle. This is because I have an obsession with Harry Styles. I have a picture, actually, you can't really, there's kind of a glare on it, but I got this frame to put his Vogue magazine. Let me get it. I have to show it. So I got this frame for Christmas to put Harry's Vogue magazine in. He is wearing a dress on the cover, and it is iconic, and so this frame is specifically to fit Vogue magazines. So my mom got the frame for me for Christmas to put the Harry magazine in so I can display it in my room. And if you have a problem with men wearing dresses, get over it. Anybody can wear a dress. So here's Harry Styles in a dress on a picture, on a magazine in a frame in my room. And it's just beautiful. It just is. But anyways, the reason I'm talking about this is because, oops. This Treat People with Kindness needle minder is basically inspired from Harry Styles. Well, I can't confirm that the shop owner made it because of that, but Harry has a song called Treat People with Kindness, so that's why my mom bought it for me. And I think it's really cute, and yeah. Everyone can wear a dress. It's just clothes. Okay, anyways, Harry's back up there. The other needle minder she got for me is this one. It's a mason jar with flowers and a butterfly, and I think this is so pretty. Like, I actually really love this so much. And this is from the Etsy shop Quail Valley Creations. I'll put it on the screen. But I'm pretty sure her shop is on, I don't know if it's a girl. I'm pretty sure their shop is on a break right now. But it says, like, gone for the holidays, I'm pretty sure. So it's not, like, gone forever or anything. So I will link the shop if I'm able to. But I'm pretty sure they plan to come back. And this needle minder is so pretty. And I really love it. So anyways, those are the needle minders that I got for Christmas. So let's get into the WIP parade. So like I said, I'm pretty sure I have 18 WIPs, and I kind of put them in order from when I started them, but they're not all in order. So anyways, I'll talk about what dates I started them, but they're somewhat in order. So anyways, so this first WIP is by Stitch Rovia. She has an Etsy shop. That is a she. And her name is Emma Congdon. The Etsy shop is called Stitch Rovia, and this pattern is called Butterflies. So it's just a circle of a bunch of butterflies. If you're gonna be able to tell that I really like butterflies. Like from this needle minder has a butterfly on it. I'm doing a whole project with butterflies on it, and I have a tattoo of a butterfly. So anyways, I really like butterflies, and this one has a bunch of colorful butterflies. So I started this in March of 2020, but I don't have an exact day. I just know I was working on it when we first went into like a lockdown in the United States, so which was like March 2020. And there's literally thread everywhere, but here it is. I'm like peeking over the top. I want to make sure you can see it, but here it is. And here, let me. So it's really pretty. I'm like halfway done, I'm pretty sure. I think I've done literally half of the butterflies. So I basically have done like all of this side. So I have all of the bottom half of the circle to go. But I really like this one, and I really do want to finish this one in 2021. Preferably the first half of 2021. But I am doing WIP Go. I decided to do that. So if you don't know what WIP Go is, there's a Facebook group for it. Basically, you make like a bingo board, but it's called WIP Go. And every month, what is her name? Darn it. I can't remember the name of the girl who runs the WIP Go thing, but every month she chooses 2 numbers, and then whatever that number is on your WIP Go board is what you work on, and you set your own goals and stuff. Anyways, if you want more information on it, just go to the Facebook group. It's called WIP Go 2021, I'm pretty sure. If you type in WIP Go, it'll come up. Join the group, and then you can learn all about it from there. But I did put this one on my board twice to finish the first, like, basically the way I have it set up on the WIP Go, I should finish this in 2021 if the numbers are called. And for January, she already called the numbers for January. Well, obviously, it's December 31st when I'm filming this, but she already called the numbers for January, and she called the free space. So when she calls the free space, she actually calls the free space plus 2 other numbers. So there's actually 3 numbers that were called for January. And I'm pretty sure my butterfly, I'm pretty sure this one was called for January. And I think I have 14 butterflies left. So for the WIP Go spaces, I put 7 butterflies for one of them and then 7 for the other one. So this should get done in 2021, but we'll see what happens. Also, I'm excited to do my wrap-up video like in the future, like for 2021, because then I'll actually have like a comparison picture. So when I'm done with this video, I'm going to take a picture of all of my WIPs, how they are right now, and then by 2021 we can see the difference of how they were this year versus how they are at the end of 2021, and I think that will be a lot more exciting than just this regular like WIP parade. But since I started all of them in 2020, there's not like the comparison would be a blank piece of fabric. So anyways, so WIP number 2 is a Heaven and Earth Designs chart, and this is by Dominic Davison, and it's called The Mountain Cabin. This is the mini version, so Mini the Mountain Cabin. And here, oh, I'm not gonna put in pictures of what all of them look like done, because maybe I should. Okay, I'll do it. So here's what it's gonna look like when it is finished. And here is what I've done. So I did the first page first, which you can kind of see the line of that. But I did the first page, and then I decided that I wanted to go all the way across the top. So I did that, and so yeah, that's what I've done so far. There's obviously a lot to go, and I haven't worked on this in a while, but I do still really love it, and I want to keep working on it. So there's that one, and I'm not going to talk about the fabric that I'm using because for every project, because most of it is 18 count Aida or something around that. So if you do have a specific question about a certain project or certain projects, then just let me know and I will tell you, but most of it's just Aida, and so it's not that interesting. But if you have a question, then leave it in the comments. Okay, so the third WIP is a stitch along, a Sal by Peppermint Purple. It is a black work project, and I forgot to take the hoop off of it, so let me do that really quickly. So basically it's a stitch along by Peppermint Purple. You can join the Facebook group, and there is a 2021 stitch along that is about to start, so if you want to join in on that, then definitely go join the Facebook group. It is free. You just have to join the Facebook group, and then she releases the patterns every week on there. So, but I'm way behind. This is the 2020 stitch along, and I am way behind on it. So here it is. Sorry about all of the hoop marks, but It's just like little squares and rectangles of black work. And it looks like that. I'm pretty sure there's 3 more rows. Yeah, there's 3 more rows under here, like that, but down here, to go. And I was working on this last night, so I did all of the green, these green flowers, this box, and this box, and the start of this next box. So I actually did get a lot done last night, and I do want to finish this. For a little bit, I was contemplating just not finishing it, but I do want to get it done. So there's that, and the border is, there's a bunch of different borders you can choose from on the Peppermint Purple website for these, so this is one of the ones on her website. So yeah, I really do want to finish this one, but who knows when or if that will happen. And I don't know if I'm going to join in on the 2021 sale yet, just because, like, I'm so behind on this one that I don't want to get behind on another one, too. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so the next WIP is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers, and if you have been watching my channel, you know that my original goal was to finish this by 2020, like the end of 2020. Obviously, that didn't happen because it's in my WIP pile and not my finished pile, but, and it's not really even close to being finished. I mean, it's getting there, but it's not close. So, if you don't know, this is what the pattern looks like. It was a free release from Long Dog Samplers for a week at the end of June, and then now you can buy it on their website. But it is a really big pattern. It is 20 pages, and it's really pretty, though. So, here it is. It's so big. So since my last video, my last FlossTube, oh, I worked over here. I've done actually a good amount. So I did, I'm trying to remember actually. I think I did the purple. Yeah, okay, so let me get it closer. So I did this purple bit right here, and then all of this over here. So I did all of this purple, this black, this green, all of this black, all of this, and all of that since my last video, which was almost 2 weeks ago. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I have 3.5 pages left to finish. So I do want to finish this at least by the end of February. But we see how putting goals on myself works out. I mean, obviously I did do like most of this pattern in 2020, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, but there's that. Alright, then WIP number 5 is another Dimensions kit, and it is Quiet Night by Dimensions. So here's what the finished project looks like. That is so pretty. I need to get back to all of my WIPs. Oh, I haven't been talking about dates. So I started Pandemic on June 21st. Okay. So this is what I have. Oh, there's string everywhere. So this is what I have so far on this one. I started this in July 2020. I don't have an exact date, but in July of 2020. I was not going to finish this one because I don't like working on this dark fabric, and I honestly don't love Dimensions kits. Like, I think that they look really nice when they're done, but I don't love working them. I think I don't like all of the like half stitches and the blends get me, like, having to use one, like, two different, you know what a blend is, when you have to blend the two colors. I don't like doing that, so I think that combined with the dark fabric just really put me off from this, but I have since decided that I do want to finish it. But what I'm gonna do is not stitch the background, so there's not gonna be any mountains because I don't want to stitch dark blue on dark blue. I just don't like it, so I decided to just not do the background. I'll still do the trees and the snowflakes. There just won't be mountains in the background, and that's okay because there's not mountains everywhere. But if you can see, I did kind of start doing some of the blue stitches, so I'll have to rip that out, but like you literally can't even see it, and I just don't like it. It's hard to count because you can barely see the stitches, and so yeah. But I am gonna finish it, I'm just not gonna do the background. And this one is on my WIP Go. Actually, pretty much all of these are on my WIP Go board. Pandemic was my free space because that's what I always work on, and free space got called for January, so if I could finish it in January, that would be really cool. Okay, WIP number 6 is a pattern by Rosewood Manor. Yeah. And this is called Dreaming of Mums. It looks like this. This is so pretty. So it's just a bunch of flowers, mums, chrysanthemums. I haven't worked on this one in a long time. But here's what I've done. So in comparison to the full pattern, as you can see, I've done this motif, and this little red one. So there's obviously a lot to go, but I do really love this one. I just haven't worked on it. Because I put so much time into stitching on Pandemic, a lot of my WIPs just have not been touched very much, if at all, since I started that one. So hopefully I can get Pandemic done at the beginning of 2021, and then I can really shift my focus to all of my other work in progresses. So okay, number 7 is another Heaven and Earth. This one is Believe by Sue Miller. It's a picture of Santa. I'll put it up right here, and I have like literally barely any of this done. So here's what I've done, just the top corner, and I'm mostly just been doing this one blue. I did like a little bit up here of different colors, and then I decided I wanted to try to just do one color at a time. So all of the rest of this is just one color of blue, and you can see like the tree outline starting to happen. But yeah, not very much on that one. But I do really like that design, so I'm excited to get back to it. Okay. Number 8 is one that I have the tiniest start on. This is a Jan Lynn Needlecraft. I think that's what it is. Pattern is just called All Things Possible. Jan Lynn Needlecraft. This one is from Walmart as well, and it's just this cross with the dove, and it says, "With God all things are possible." Matthew 19:26. It's the same verse that's on this finish, but obviously they're very different patterns. This one has a cross, so it's not even a big pattern. I just did a couple of stitches on it. I very much prefer to stitch patterns that I can use Pattern Keeper with. I just find it so much easier than looking at a paper pattern. So yeah, here's my start. I don't even know if this is the right way. It might go that way, but yeah, it's just some of the little pink flowers. Like, I think over here. So, yeah. Tiniest little start, and I started that in July. A lot of these starts, like I didn't say, but for this Heaven and Earth, this one I started on July 10th. This one I just started in July. I don't have the exact date, but so you'll see a lot of my projects are started in June and July. I guess I was on like a starting spree. Okay, and number 9 is a pattern from Country Cottage Needleworks. So let me get this out. I'll take it out of the bag. So there's not a glare. So here it is. It says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Psalms 118:24. And it's not really focusing, but it just has a house and the little trees I think are really cute and the little birds. So, and I started this one in June. Again, I don't have a specific date. I had all of my WIPs written down in a notebook, and I cannot find the notebook anywhere. Like, I don't know where it went. And it's weird because I don't normally lose stuff. Like, I don't know. I never lose things. So the fact that I can't find that notebook is really annoying me. But I had to rewrite everything down and kind of write dates down by memory or by pictures in my phone. So for a lot of these, I don't have this specific date, just the month. So anyways, here's this one. I've just done the top vine of flowers and the first line of words. It says, "This is the day that," and I did it on this light blue Ada because I thought it would be really pretty. So there's that one. Again, this one is on my WIP Go board, as well as all the other ones I showed you. Okay, number 10 is another Stitch Rovia pattern by Emma Congdon. I think I'm saying her last name right, but it might not be. But it's a Stitch Rovia pattern called Summertime, and here's what it will look like. And here's what I have. So I've done Picnic in the Park, Barbecue, Flip-Flops, and now I'm starting on the Sunshine one. And yeah, this one is really bright and pretty. I just put it down after the summer because I wanted to work on more fall things. But I started this one in July as well. Oops. Okay. Number 11. This one is way out of order. This one's one that I started in March. And I was not going to finish this one either. It is a picture of Harry Styles. Surprise. And if you don't know, Harry Styles is a pop singer. He makes music. He came out of the band One Direction. He is in the middle of that picture. But yeah, he came out of the band One Direction and now he makes solo music. So he's my favorite artist. So anyways, I took a picture of him that I found and I converted it into a cross stitch chart on some website. And then I was like, is that even allowed? Like, is that copyright? I wasn't sure. When I said that in one of my videos, a bunch of people commented and said that it is okay to stitch it as long as I don't like sell it or claim it as my own work. So I think I might continue stitching it. I don't know yet. I don't know, but here's the picture. And honestly, it's a little bit grainy because that website probably wasn't the best, but here's what I've done on it. So I have the entire width at the top row done. and you can see like his arm and the microphone and the start of his head. I don't know if I'm gonna keep working on this one or not. I don't even know if I know what colors I was using, because I know I didn't use all of the colors that the chart said to use, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. That one I did not put on my WIP Go, I don't think. Okay, I'm starting to like lose my voice a little bit. But number 12 is a cooler design chart. Darn it. If I can get it out of the bag, sorry for the crinkly noises. Oh, actually. Okay. So this one is a Cooler Designs pattern. It is Autumn Sampler. It looks like this. So, yeah, it says Harvest, Autumn, Back to School. I think this says Thankful. Nope, that says Halloween. Can't read backwards. So yeah, there's that one. I think it's so cute, and I think this would be really cute in a classroom. I am studying to be an elementary school teacher, so I do think that this would be really cute hanging up in a classroom. And I don't have like a very good start on this, but there it is. A little acorn, some leaves, and another acorn, and yeah. Here's how big the fabric is versus what I've done. I feel like I've said this for like every single one, but I do really love this, and I am really excited to keep working on it. So let me show you next to the pattern. Oh. So basically I've done literally just this tiny top corner of this huge pattern, but I do want to do the other seasons of this. They have all 4 seasons in similar design, you know, similar format. But I do want to finish one before I go to the next, so we have a lot of work to do. And I started that one in September 2020. Okay, and then I have my other Harry Styles piece, which I started this one again in September, and this is an Etsy pattern. So I'll put it up what it will look like. And this is from Space Cat Patterns on Etsy. Here's what I've done. This is a picture from his album cover, his second album cover, Fine Line. And this one I could probably finish in like 3 days if I really tried, but I put this one down after working on it for a little bit, so anyways, there he is. This one is on my WIP Go, and I'm pretty sure I have this one down on my WIP Go as a finish. Like my goal is to finish it whenever it gets called. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more WIPs to go. So the next one is one that I actually have the smallest start on out of all of them. This is an Imaginating pattern. I got this off 1 2 3 Stitch, but it's by Imaginating, and well, it's designed by Linda Bird, but you can get it on imaginating.com or 1 2 3 Stitch, and this one is called Fabric Pumpkins. So they look like this, and I honestly will probably restart this on a different fabric because I think this was a poor fabric choice, but you're not even going to be able to see what I've done. So let me get this the right way. So here's the fabric, and right there is the stitching. You can see it up close, and I think like it's it's some of the green in this pumpkin right here, like the green lines. And I mean, once I do the orange and like if I backstitched the pumpkins in white instead of black, I think it would really pop on this fabric. But it's not that fun to work on. Also, I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling, but I've had like nothing to eat today and it's like 4:30, so sorry if you can hear my stomach growling, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. We'll see. And this is my only project that's on linen. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, number 15 is another stitch along that is also not completed. And it is the Halloween stitch along from Stitchonomy. And here it is. So I did like half and then I stopped. Actually, not even half. So I did 12 of the 31 patterns. And there it is. I feel like technically I could like finish off this row and then just have it finished like that, and obviously like do the other cauldron on this side of Halloween, and like no one would ever know that it was supposed to be bigger. I don't know. Maybe once it's Halloween, I will pull this one back out and see if I want to keep working on it. But anyways. Okay, 3 more. So the next one is another Imaginating pattern from 123 Stitch. And this one is designed by Diane Arthurs. And it's Happy Harvest Scarecrow. I think this one is so cute. I really like the owl. And I like the back stitching around the scarecrow. So, here's what I've done. Let me get this next to the pattern. So you can, I'm like, peekaboo. So you can see I've done the whole hat, this backstitch, that leaf, and a lot of the owl. So there he is. This is on my WIP Go board, and I would love to finish this for fall 2021. But I'm not putting any goals on myself. I mean, I have it on my WIP Go, so obviously I want to finish the goals that I put on there, but I didn't put very big goals on my WIP Go. Like the only one that I put as a finish was this Harry Styles one, because I'm like, it's not that much. But for everything else, I didn't do very big goals, because I don't know. I feel like it feels a lot better to finish the goals than to not finish them, obviously. So I didn't do very big goals on these. And I didn't, like, I really have enjoyed working. Hold on, let me finish putting this away before I keep talking. I really have enjoyed working on Pandemic, but because it has taken up so much of my time, I haven't really gotten a lot of time to work on everything else that I have going, which does kind of make me sad. So I'm not going to put a big goal on myself like that, so that I can actually work on a bunch of different things when I feel like working on them. Anyways, so I have 2 more WIPs to go. Sorry if you hate crinkling noises, because this video has been filled with it. But anyways, this next WIP is Halloween Quaker by Lila's Studio. Pretty sure we all have seen this, but if not, this is what it looks like. It's just a Halloween Quaker. And I haven't worked on this since I showed it last, but here it is. So I've done, this is hard to show, but I've done bottom. Okay, I mean, you can see what I've done. Here we go. Here it is. And I just dropped the bag, but yeah. that's not going to be the thumbnail. But I really do like working on this, and I think this fabric is really pretty, and this is the first project that I've used anything other than DMC for, so I used the called for Classic Colorworks, there we go, threads, and I really do enjoy working on this one, but I just have to be in the mood to stitch Halloween, which isn't always, so yeah. Again, this one is on WIP Go, my WIP Go board. Okay, our last WIP. We are at 47 minutes, which is my longest video in a while, so here we go. Last WIP. Okay, this is another design from Etsy, so I'll put it up right here. It is from the Etsy shop called Wending Stitches, and this one is full of specialty stitches. It is called Croft Gardens, and I started this one in November. Oh, I started the Halloween one in October. So, anyways, here's what I've done. Again, haven't had progress on this since I showed it in my last video, but it's made up of all stitches. It's made up of all specialty stitches except for, so far, the sparkly stitches are regular crosses. I don't even know if I can make that focus on it, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. But it's basically all specialty stitches, and I really enjoy this one because I don't know. It's just a little way to switch up the regular cross stitch and do some specialty stitches. So, and Wending Stitches, the Etsy designer, they have a bunch of different patterns to choose from, and I think that they are all beautiful. So, oh, I also lied. I said that. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I said that all of my that pumpkin one was the only one I have that's not on Ada. This one is not Ada. It's even weave, 28 count Monaco even weave. So I have 2 projects that are not on Ada. Okay, so that is all of my finishes and WIPs for 2020. I hope you all have a very lovely New Year's Day. I'm filming this on December 31st, so if you're watching it today, I hope you have a very lovely New Year's Eve. Even though you're probably not doing what you would normally do on New Year's Eve, I hope it is good either way. And thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please hit thumbs up and hit subscribe to continue to see my progress in 2021. And I will see y'all in my next video, which will be in January 2021. So, see y'all. Thank you for watching.